The Houston Texans have put the nail in the coffin when it comes to the rest of the season for the Jacksonville Jaguars. At one point, it seemed like the Jaguars were going to find a way to walk away with the victory. You know, they were up 20-17 for a large majority of the third, fourth quarter. They had several drives to put this game on ice. And instead, all Jacksonville does is get stopped inside of the red zone on 4th and goal. You can't even get a yard to get a touchdown. Like, if you can't get a yard on 4th and goal, 4th and inches, your offensive line, your running backs don't deserve to be on the freaking football field, because why can't we get 1 yard? It's just 1 freaking yard. It's not like it's 4th and 5, 4th and 7. Why is it a struggle for the Jaguars to just pick up 1 yard on 4th and goal for the touchdown, which pretty much could have won you the game? You know, Trevor Lawrence and Jacksonville's final 2 possessions of this game had an opportunity to prove all the haters and naysayers wrong. He had the opportunity to show why he was such a great investment by the Jacksonville Jaguars when they gave him this $275 million contract that right now he isn't living up to, because when the ball was in his hands, the situation that you want to be in when you got a franchise quarterback, he came up small and got outplayed by C.J. Stroud. The difference in this game is that C.J. Stroud is a franchise quarterback. Trevor Lawrence is a scam artist. He's a fraud. Because why the hell is Jacksonville paying $200 million fully guaranteed, $55 million a year for this garbage? It's been 308 days since the Jags last won a game with Trevor Lawrence being the starting quarterback. Trevor Lawrence out there plays like he's freaking Daffy Duck. He's just goofy with the football. He misses easy throws. He misses guys when they're wide open downfield. You got Christian Kirk wide open for a touchdown, and you overthrow him by a damn mile. You got no awareness. You're running into your offensive lineman. No pocket presence at all. You're just one of the most chaotic quarterbacks that I've ever seen, man. Like, Trevor Lawrence is Daffy Duck at damn quarterback, man. He's like a tall giraffe with wheels out there. It doesn't matter how bad Trevor Lawrence has played. It all hinges on this coaching staff. And I listened to Richard Sherman on his podcast say that Trevor Lawrence is a bigger problem than Doug Peterson. That is true. It can be true to some extent, but it doesn't matter how big of a problem Trevor Lawrence is, because when you commit this much financially into a quarterback, you got to find a way to make him the solution, which oftentimes results in you having to change coaches. And when I have a quarterback making this much money, playing this badly, I got to find a head coach who can go out there and make sure that I'm getting my money's worth. Is Doug Peterson kind of being scapegoated in this situation? I don't think so. He's just as much as the problem as what Trevor Lawrence is. Doug Peterson, his first season at Jacksonville, had Trevor Lawrence playing at an extremely high level. Took him to the playoffs, won the AFC South title. They have a crazy comeback in the wild card round against the Chargers and gave the Chiefs a pretty competitive game in the second round. You mean to tell me that the Jaguars can never get that 2022 version of Trevor Lawrence back? Is this what Trevor Lawrence is right now? Daffy Duck on the football field at quarterback? I mean, come on now. I refuse to believe that somewhere deep inside Trevor Lawrence, there isn't no more good football left in him. There's some good football that Trevor Lawrence is capable of playing if he has the right head coach who can unlock that. And he wasn't even that bad in this game against the Houston Texans. He just had a few throws that he was unable to connect with. And when the game was on the line and he needed to step up and make big plays for the Jaguars to seal this win, he was unable to do so. The Houston Texans are going to be one of the best teams in the NFL this year. And although this was a sloppy game on their behalf, they had to overcome 11 penalties. When you have an elite quarterback like you do in C.J. Stroud, It helps you be able to win sloppy games like this where even though you didn't play your best football, you were still able to win because in the end, your franchise guy was able to bail you out and show up when it mattered the most on Houston's final offensive possession. Meanwhile, Jacksonville had 3 drives late in the fourth quarter to win this game, and they found the way to disappoint after every single one. The Jaguars season is officially over. You're 0-4. You got no shot at making it to the playoffs at this point. You might as well just mail it in and try to get the #1 overall pick, not to take a quarterback because you're obviously committed to Trevor Lawrence for these next couple of years, but to get that first round pick or that first overall pick and use that to package in the deal to get more draft compensation so you can continue to add talent to this team, because that's what Jacksonville needs. You need as much talent as possible to surround Trevor Lawrence with. You got to find a way to get this brother playing some good football, which he is more than capable of being able to do. I refuse to sit here and argue with people on social media that Trevor Lawrence is one of the biggest busts in NFL history. Y'all saw 2022. We all did. Let's not act like Trevor Lawrence didn't get paid for no reason. Trevor Lawrence, the first half of last year was balling out. Second half, got derailed with injuries, and it's been downhill ever since. But there's a reason why Jacksonville paid him all this money. It's not like they just went out there, didn't see any reason to pay him, and still paid him anyway. 2022 is why he got paid. And we need that version of T-Law back. And you got to find a head coach that's capable of being able to do that. But their season is over. We need to start talking about the NFL draft. Looking forward to having a new front office who's actually capable of drafting some good players for a change. I'm glad that the Texans put the nail in the coffin on what has been a disastrous and very disappointing season for the Jaguars. And it's not like this team doesn't have talent. This team just lacks good coaching. They lack physicality and they lack toughness. Maybe Bill Belichick can fix those problems. Y'all leave me y'all suggestions in the comment section who y'all think should be Jacksonville's next head coach when they fire Doug Peterson. The dude should already be fired. You're 0-4. What's it going to take for Sean Khan to pull the trigger? What, you go 0-10 and then you really know the season's over? I mean, come on. Or maybe Sean Khan just wants to keep Doug Peterson because he knows that he's so bad as a coach that you're guaranteed to get the first overall pick with him being at the helm. But thank you to Houston and CJ Stroud for doing what we already knew was possible. Ending the Jaguar season, and you know, there's no chance Jacksonville shakes back from this. It's over. They're 0-4. They're 0-4. They're done. They're done. They're done. There is no coming back from this. There is no shake back. The season's done. If you're a Jaguars fan, look forward to the potential offseason moves that this team can make. Start getting on your list of potential head coach candidates that you want out there. Bill Belichick, Ben Johnson. Those are the top 2 on my wish list. Start listing off your top prospects in next year's draft that Jacksonville needs to take. The season is over. We already are looking towards next season for the Jaguars. There's no point watching this team anymore. There's no point going to the games anymore. The season is over. There is nothing to root for.